Hey, Marc Millan here. Thank you for letting me be a part of your day. And well, to be honest with you, I've been doing these videos for quite some time. I have leadership content and I have some worship leading tips and I do some Bible studies, but I never thought the day would come where the topic of leading worship from home would be something that my heart felt pressed to do. And it's been really pressing in my heart. And I just want to be obedient and share some things. So let me just say a few things. Perhaps you're used to leading worship from the church platform in your church environment where they've either got wedges or speakers. They've got some sort of lighting. Maybe you've got all the bells and whistles with the panels and you got in-ear mixes and click tracks. And now we're all scrambling to do church at home and online. So I want to be able to just share some things that I feel resonate with me and hopefully can breathe some life into you and maybe give you some courage. Okay, I just got 3 little things. I know this is unprecedented times. I think now more than ever, music is needed for the soul. Music is an art form that I think speaks not only to our minds, it speaks to our hearts, our emotions, but it also rhythmically does something for us physically, right? There's something that we feel in our bodies when it comes from the heart. So I think now more than ever, we need music and we need to use our gifts to help people stay engaged and be encouraged. And you see this through all walks of life. Different artists all over the place are doing this. So I want to give you 3 things that I think can help you and encourage you as you try to go for this. So I'm going to be really practical and extremely honest with how I've been doing it at home. So normally I used to put my phone on a tripod in a room in the front of the house when my kids weren't home, but now they're home. So I have to find another room, and here I am. I have this keyboard here, and the lighting isn't the best, so I had to buy a ring light, which is what I've been using to help so that I don't look like a raccoon with eyeshadow on my eyes. And so I'm using my iPhone, and sometimes I do a take or two, and then I use my laptop, and I will put sometimes the content across the screen, as you'll see throughout this video, using iMovie. It's very unsophisticated, it's not fancy, but I think that's what works right now. So let me give you 3 things I think can help you in this video, leading worship from home. Number 1, show your heart. I think that's the big thing. Show your heart. What I mean by that is don't worry about your image. And I think this is hard for artists and singers and musicians. We are vulnerable to our image. We're vulnerable because we're using our gifts and we're so attached to our gifts. Our identities sometimes get wrapped up in them. And so our image sometimes can be wrapped up in what people think of us. And so right now, I just want to encourage you, show your heart as much as you can. There's some great videos out there of artists that are they're just doing it in their houses. They're not really worried about if they missed a lyric or missed a note. I think that's the beauty of this moment right now, is that we're all human and we're all experiencing this together. So show your heart. Don't worry so much about your image. I would say the word for you is really be genuine and authentic with it. I've recorded some where I forgot a lyric and I just try to remember it in the moment. If you do the live thing, just roll with the punches. I think people more than anything want to feel like they're connected to another human being, and we're just leading them through song. So that's number 1, show your heart. Number 2, keep it simple. The temptation for this is to produce it and to layer it and to put as much as we can. Like I said, we're probably used to doing it with 2 electric guitars or an acoustic and keys and drums and bass and a loop track and a click track and all these layers. And I mean, if you have the time to produce it somewhat, I guess you can, but I just want to tell you, keep it simple. There's nothing more sincere and beautiful than just hearing a song from someone who's singing it from a pure place. Is like listening to a child sing. I would just say, get on your guitar, get on your keyboard, wherever it is, and just let it flow. Just keep it simple. Allow someone to join you in a moment. You never know what they're going through, and I think anything we can do to show that we're in this together really helps people. So that's number 2, keep it simple. Think of it like a small group or like on a one-on-one setting. And like I've always said to myself and my team, we have an audience of one anyway. We worship an audience of one, which is Jesus. So just try to keep it simple. If you're in an environment with 1 or 2 people, just do it that way. And then number 3, be human. Like, have fun with it. The hardest part, again, I think for us is we have to get used to taking off the mask. And if we're being really real, it's hard for us to do that because we're very vulnerable with our gifts, and it's hard for us to show our humanity. But I want to encourage you to embrace your imperfections and embrace your own humanity and set yourself free from the burden of trying to be perfect. Just be human. Be human in your recordings. Be human in your sessions. Let them roll. People need you. We need you. We need each other to get through this. So I hope it helps. Those are the 3 things. Show your heart. Keep it simple. Be human. And just put it out there. Put content out there as much as you can. We don't know how long this is going to last. Maybe 6 months from now and a year from now, this video will have absolutely no relevance. Maybe it will. But for the moment, I thought I'd share those 3 things as we go on this journey of leading worship from home. I love you. I'm praying for you. Let's pray for one another. Until next time, from my heart to yours.